So this has never happened, but every single card I've pulled is in reverse. The tarot and the enchanted map. Aries. We're starting with Two of Pentacles reversed. The Sun reversed. Queen of Pentacles reversed. So these are intentionally reversed. How much more can you take on, Aries? This was super crystal clear. Between the Two of Pentacles, the Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, Field of Dreams, Ghostlands, all in reverse. I just feel like we are trying to measure up. We are trying to fit in. We are trying to keep up with way too much. Like, we have way too much on our plate, and we have something to prove. But I feel like there is nothing left inside of you that you don't enjoy this. You do not get fulfillment from the way your life is progressing. I feel like everything that you're doing was because you feel you have to. That's how you were raised. This is how it's done. If they can do it, so can I. But there's no real personal fulfillment in it. I'm going to pull an emotion card. Alchemy. I'm going to clarify that. I think I'm going to do a Healing Light Tarot. This deck is a tarot deck that I use for blocks. So we have the Lovers. So with the Lovers blocking Alchemy in regards to this overwhelming situation, when you've been doing something for a really long time, when you have gone with the flow, adjusted to change and circumstances, and fulfilling promises made to others, made to self, we can sort of become stuck in a rut, in a wheel. You have drive, you have motivation, you are doing all of this. It's draining, it's exhausting, it is something that you've been doing. You sort of, I feel like you even maybe created this. I don't know if you initially thought that however you filled your time, however you orchestrated your life, that you were going to find joy within it. But I feel like we're just moving in circles, and we've become overly committed to everything in front of us, and you're either doing it by yourself or with very minimal assistance. I feel like I have to write everything down. I have to coordinate, because there's no way I could remember all of this. Because of how many hats you wear, how many different directions you get pulled in over and over and over again, you also feel like you can't let everyone down, so you maintain this pace, but inside you're empty. There's no joy here. There's no sense of accomplishment or fulfillment. It feels like chores. It feels like work. We sometimes wish that we could just come home, put on sweatpants, and drink wine and have the TV on in the background while scrolling on social media. But your life thus far does not allow for much of that. Energy card. We have open intuition, seek clarification, and mindful wisdom create inner harmony. So, Spirit is saying, with the open intuition, seek clarification, we have to assess our current responsibilities. We have to prioritize. We have to cut some things out. You have to create inner harmony. You have to find a way to unite yourself with the energy that you do possess, the drive, the motivation, and it needs to be for your benefit, which I feel like there's an intense guilt here about even taking time for yourself. That right now you're in service to others. Like, you willingly took all of this on because it benefits, it could be kids, it could be work, it could be it, and it's not that you don't want to do it, it's just there's so much to do. So we have to figure out what things, like, even if it's just one thing to take off of our plate and create 30 minutes for yourself to relax, unwind, reconnect. You have to connect with yourself. Look, we have the intuition, third eye, meditation pose. You know that something's off, okay? You know it. You know that there's no joy here. You know there's no happiness here. There's no fulfillment here. It is time to add some of that in, because this cannot continue, and it's not going to get any better. It's just going to continue to increase, because as life does, as life progresses, things change. We have to reprioritize many times. But I feel like it's not only reprioritizing, but it's also letting some things go. Lightening the load. Let me do my Wisdom of Avalon. Perception. I got several things when it comes to this perception card. The first thing is that we need to ask ourselves a really hard question. Where is this whole thing coming from? How did it start? Why did we let it get here? I almost feel like I'm not going to do it the way it was done. I'm going to do it the way I think it should have always been done. So I feel like there was some pride or ego involved in maybe healing a past wound and like making a change to attend to things the way you wish things would have been attended when it involved you on the receiving end of somebody else's time or attention. And then the perception is also referencing, like, we've already established that we need to let some things go. We need to take stock, take inventory. And so that perception is, how are you looking at it now versus how you used to see it? Has the reasons and motivations, have those things changed? Have you changed? Have you changed how you think, how you feel? I feel like we're having like sort of a self-discovery moment in this. Maybe you've touched on these subjects already, and this is just validating, you know, what you've already come up with, because there is an identification with the open intuition and like everything, like how you feel, how you're just drained, like, you know, that's not right. So there's a lot of intuition, you know, we have intuition, mindful wisdom, and perception. There is a lot of listening to your body, listening to your inner self here. And so that those will change, your perception will shift and change as you sort of move through the hard part of trying to let some things go. There's like a huge restructuring, a huge reformatting here. But it's going to lead you to exactly where you need to be and where your time and your energy and attention is going to be most valuable to others as well as yourself. It's like an equal balance. You know, the Two of Pentacles is about balance when it's in the upright, and that's not balanced. But finding that balance, it's going to not only change your everyday, but it's going to be a major emotional shift for you. I feel like we will have something to be proud of. And because of this alchemy card, you have a lot to give. It just needs to be reallocated to where it's most deserved. This was your reading for January, Aries. I hope that you liked the reading and got something from it. I hope that you'll leave me any comments or questions. I look forward to hearing from you. And remember, try to find something to be grateful for today.